evening, the immortal memory will be given by Mr. Davey from Dun. He's the past president of the Borders Association of Burns Club, a member of the Duns Burns Club, Whiteadder Burns Club, Goldteam Burns Club. He's an honorary member of the Dumfries Burns Club, the Burns Club of the People's Republic of Hawaii, and various lodges. A friend of the incorporation of Selkirk Hammerman, and he was a World Tam O'Shanter champion in 2010. He's been married to Pam for 35 years, has one son, 5 grandwains, and a muckle black dog called Brody. Mr. David Story.
Deacon Convener Ian, I'm under the strictest of instructions by Kevin Fairbairn, the Deacon, for the Selkirk Hammermen to pass on the warmest eternal greetings to your yow and the incorporated trades out here in the Wild West. You can see I have my Hammerman's badge on my right lapel, for although I'm no a Selkirk Hammerman, I was doing this gesture of gratitude for services rendered, having spoken at other dinners over the years. I've spoken at the Selkirk Common Writing, which is the second best common writing in the world, behind Hoyk. And for singing at the Hammerman's Foy, which is the second best all-male sing-song in the world, behind St Leonard's Hut, which is held in Hoyt on the first Friday after the first Monday every year in June. Deacon Fairbairn and I agrees that all young men will ken what it means to be part of a true brotherhood, or the sort that Burns spoke about, and that all young bonny lassies will ken what it means when you say that a good woman can make an ordinary man a great man, and a great man an ordinary man. I'm not very sure what I think of a journey through here the day coming for the Eastern March through Border Reivers country, right through the Middle March across here to the West March, because I've seen an awful lot of sheep and cattle, and if there's any farmers in here tonight, if there's one or two missing, you'll get my name and address for the boys here, and we could settle up when we next meet. It's either that or I'm feeling a bit like my great hero must have felt when he went on his border tour, because here I am in the Western Borders. And I've been at Burns Suppers and Duns and Eyemouth, Hoyt Burns Club, Hoyt High School, Walton Bowling Club, Trinity Church in Hoyt, Minter Golf Club, Twine in Coldstream and Denham, which was hosted by a man from Gala Shields, which didn't spoil the supper for mine. But I'm just telling you, if you ever have to go to Gala Shields and you ever shake hands with a Gala man, count your fingers. Because you cannot trust Gala folk. I in the Olympic flame, that's the wife. We're on a Mediterranean cruise last summer, and as soon as we got on the boat, where does I see that Arthur Hovis-Brun, the reasonably quite good, better than average Gala in Scotland fullback for the 1970s, and I've no idea how I ever got picked in front of a white man. But he obviously fell in hard times, because he was sweeping the decks. I went straight to the captain and says to him, you've got a Gala man on board here. You can't trust a Gala man. He'll pinch the sugar out of your tea before the tea bag gets wet. And then this muckle wave comes straight out of the ship, and it washed Hovis-Brun overboard. And I turned to the captain and I says, what did I tell him? He's away with your brush. up banners across the high street that reads, Teary Bussy, Teary Arden, yon battle cry my ancestors roared as they followed King James IV of Scotland on their final march down the slippery slopes to their deaths at Flodden Field in 1513. There'll be a Gala lad hanging off a lamppost somewhere in Gala, and he'll be putting up a banner which reads, Happy birthday, Granny, 30 the day. That's all you need to ken about Gala. Ian was telling us that there is no such rivalry down here in this western idyllic part of Scotland. The greatest rivalry in the world is between Hoyk and that great holding pen for the Jeremy Kyle show. Even the roads department in Edinburgh doesn't like Gala, because they'll put up signs at Newton Grange which read, Gala 25, Hoyk 43. Minto in 1787 would have had no idea that Burns' genius and the works he presented would extend far beyond Scotland to all parts of the civilised world, and even one day might even reach Galashiels. He mentioned the celebration of air and wished that Hoyk had been so lauded and applauded. But Burns wasn't purely highlighting air or putting air on a pedestal for any special merit. And what would have we got out of Burns here if he'd had to come to the Independent People's Republic of Ireland? If it wasn't for a bonny wee lassie in Jedburgh, by the way, and a cup of tea with Mrs. Scott at Walcote Cairn, which is halfway between Jedburgh and Hoyk, he'd have been into Hoyk. And we'd never have seen all these poems, because he'd have stayed in Hoyk. Because if he'd have come to Hoyk, he would have found out what it really means to have full-blown community singing, with songs that have rousing choruses, just like common writing songs. And common writing songs have been being sung for hundreds of years, written by boys like James A. Thompson, the guy that wrote the Starry Rabbie Burns, and it has a chorus. Let kings and courtiers rise and fall, this world has many tongues, yet brightly beams upon them all the star Rabbie Burns. Written by James A. Thompson, given a tune by James Booth, and sung by a guy called Thomas Strathern. I always think that Booth gets a hard deal here, because if it wasn't for that rousing tune, who wouldn't he be singing that song maybe just the same? That song is 137 years old this year, sung all over the world. Picks up the mistake, of course, of calling him Rabbie Burns, because he was never known as Rabbie. But what does that matter? But the interesting point for me is that did he can, that in August 1793, Burns wrote to George Thompson, the driver of that select collection of original Scottish airs, to which Burns was contributing heavily. And he said, I am not fond of choruses in songs. I couldn't believe that until he picked up the complete works of Burns, and you look at his songs, and there are very few choruses there to be found. It was that woman, Jean Armour, who gave him 9 bairns, 3 sets of twins, who along with Burns suffered the agonies of only 3 of them making it to adulthood. That remarkable inspiration woman with the wood note wild in her voice, who was always there for him, and for whom he wrote what I think was the greatest verse he ever wrote for any of the fairer sex, and possibly the greatest and most powerful of any line the man ever wrote. By night, by day, I fooled at him, the thought of thee my breast inflames, and I amuse and sing thy name. I only live to love thee. Though I were doomed to wander on beyond the sea, beyond the sun, till my last weary sands were run, till then, and then, I'll love thee